Every so often, we all need a little punch, a little spice in our lives. Now, perhaps the art of exotic dancing is exactly the thing for you. Now, I know the women here aren't all aching to be exotic dancers in a nightclub. They're students in the art of exotic dancing at the Learning Studio.
The reason I'm taking the class is because I've been married 16 years and I have 4 children. And there's a part of me that's sort of gotten lost in the shuffle. I'm a mom and I'm a wife, but that sensual side of me kind of got pushed to the background, and I'm hoping to rediscover it here.
I knew it would be a stretch to walk into a class with other women and everybody in leotards and dancing and doing a dance that I had never done before and had no actual connection with. So I thought this would be a good time for me to just really try something out of my comfort zone.
Tammy Lightsell is an instructor. Welcome, Tammy.
Thank you, Suzanne.
I understand you were a student here originally. So how did you get involved?
After taking the class the first time, my life was changed. I was just coming out of my shell. I was more confident sexually as a woman. I was more comfortable with myself in all areas of my life.
Does it require previous dance experience or athleticism?
Not at all. I had never had any dance experience, which was the reason I wanted to take it.
Now, I know that you sit around in a circle and talk before your classes.
Right. It forms a connection between the other women. You get a chance to talk and you realize that we have common feelings and common goals out of being at the class.
I needed to put a spark into one of my relationships. Needed to find out a little bit more about myself.
Some friends of mine had told me that it was time that I started being old, and I wasn't ready to do that. I want to connect back into that feminine side and learn to be more sensual and less inhibited.
For most of my adult life, I have felt clumsy, ugly, unsensual. So I'm scared, but I'm going to try this.
I had been diagnosed with breast cancer and had surgery and chemotherapy. And when I read in the brochure, this was to reconnect to your creative self, to the creative force within, in the atmosphere of support from other women. That's why I came to take the class.
So it gives you some strength. You're not the only one who's feeling scared or intimidated or uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It started as an inner journey, and the dance class has been an outward manifestation of the passion I feel, the joy that I feel, and it doesn't have to do with sex, and it's not about being titillating. It's about joy.
They get to play in that realm. It's not like we do anything sexual in the class, but they get to try on sexy shoes, or sometimes we dress up with feather boas, and sometimes after they leave the class, they can bring those things into their lives at home.
It's a feeling that happens inside that is just, I don't know how it happens, that you connect with yourself and you just end up feeling very good.
What does the rest of the class consist of?
The rest of the class after the circle includes walking and eye contact, which is very, very important, and that gets transferred into all areas of your life because it models confidence, it projects your intentions, it connects you with other people, and it also allows you to check in with how the person that you are looking at is feeling about what you're doing. Then we also have stationary hip rolls, squatting hip rolls, kneeling hip rolls, floor work. At the very end, we do a strip tease. We just put a big shirt over top, you wear some sexy heels, and you take off, but you still have your basic workout gear on.
Well, I'd like to thank Tammy and all her students for sharing with us their heartfelt stories. Now, if you'd like more information on exotic dancing, why don't you visit our website or write at the address you see on your screen. See you next time.